2008. A small show had started on Cartoon Network that kinda blew up. Star Wars: The Clone Wars was George Lucas's way of telling Star Wars fans what happened in the 3 years between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Since the show and its movie were marketed towards adolescents, many video games tried to capitalize on the series. So let's talk about these Clone Wars games, cause a lot of them made up at least my generation's childhood. November 11th has held many great video game releases. Skyrim, the first 2 Clone Wars tie-in games. We will start with the Wii game, Lightsaber Duels, or as I like to call it, my childhood. Remember playing with toy lightsabers and getting hit in the hand? Of course you do. What if we got rid of getting hit in the hand? Boom! Lightsaber Duels! Developed by Chrome Studios, Lightsaber Duels tied into the Clone Wars film and the first season, letting us do the dueling from the movie and show. You would think the controls would be as easy as swing the remote and swing the lightsaber, but no. While a noob would probably just swing the remote all around, a Chad would learn the combos that made you look like you were playing Just Dance. The only ever notable thing about Lightsaber Duels is an original character from it, EG5. Basically, Grievous without the green glue that's flammable. Also that day, Jedi Alliance was released. With a story I honestly barely remember, we play as the main cast of the Clone Wars as they apparently try to stop the Night Sisters. Which, at the time, people in the target demographic, also known as 7-year-old me, would have been very confused as to who a Night Sister was. But this game helped bring them into the light before the series gave them their center stage for some really good arcs around Ventress, Maul, and my favorite Clone Wars character, Savage Opress. The game was developed by Lucasfilm Singapore. The player used the stylus to move around, fight, and whatever else you do in the game. I always found it hard back in the day, so I barely touched it, cause I could have been playing Revenge of the Sith. Watch my video on it, please. I've never owned Republic Heroes, but I used to play it at my friend's house. Yeah, I was that kid. The game was developed by Chrome and released on everything, even the PS2. Republic Heroes took place in between Season 1 and 2 and kind of juggle all sorts of genres. From third-person shooter to hack-and-slash platformer, some say it's the total package, but Metacritic says it's a 46. Remember when everything had a World of Warcraft-based online RPG? No? Then you're too young. Clone Wars Adventures was just that, but with less fun. It was basically minigames and microtransactions, and the minigames sounded great to 9-year-old me, but I never understood why you had to pay for everything. So I played the Burger King MMO instead, until my dog despawned and I never played it again. Still traumatized, Burger King. Definitely the best Clone Wars game, LEGO Star Wars 3 was one of the things that initially made me go head over heels for Star Wars. While it played like every LEGO game ever, its rich, open environment, great level design, and awesome full-scale battle mode made me sink hours into this game. It is definitely high on my list of the best Star Wars games, and just thinking about it makes me want to load it back up and fly from the Resolute to the Invisible Hand, and just enjoy the game itself. The DS game also had this great R2-D2 volleyball minigame that was the basis of what I did on every car ride. This game is also the most successful on Metacritic with a 76 on the console editions. So now that it's been 1 week since the Clone Wars has ended, maybe it's time to replay these classics and enjoy them for what they were. Our childhoods. Just me? Sweet, more time for Lightsaber Duels.